Is XRP topping out as we speak? Now, there are a few scary signs here, which we'll talk about in today's video. The reason why this is quite important, guys, is because it's going to answer, should we be selling XRP or Bitcoin and ETH right now or not? So, XRP being mentioned by Big Sean tells people to invest in crypto right now while you still can, right? So let's watch this video, because reading the comments, and then there's another video incoming as well. People in the comments are like, "Oh, XRP and these cryptos could be topping out right now because it's hitting the mainstream." Okay, but let's talk about it. So let's listen first.
And if it is one time that I'm gonna say this, crypto, and if it is one time that I'm gonna say this is not, you're not too late. Invest in crypto right now.
So this person is saying, you know, to the crowd, right, to his fans, to his supporters, and they're probably going to take his advice if they're not drunk or something. That's crazy, but he's telling everyone to just invest in crypto, right? Because he still thinks it's going to go higher. In my opinion, it is too, but this is one of those indicators which does signal a top, guys, right? When the mainstream comes alive.
Tonight, if you can, like, do that shit tonight. You're gonna get a return from it. You know, Bitcoin is a good one. Ethereum. What's the other one you said? Ripple. Invest.
That's so crazy. The crowd is going crazy about XRP, right? And then he's like, "Oh, what's that other one? You were saying?" The guy tells him Ripple. First of all, Ripple is a company, right? Fintech company. He probably doesn't know that. But number two, it's XRP. If you talk about the digital asset, right, such as equivalent to Bitcoin or ETH, but that's crazy bullish, right? Because now more people, there will be more money flooding in, though our money, which we are retail, wouldn't even move XRP up a cent. It wouldn't do anything to XRP. Okay, it's only the whale's money that moves markets, guys. And they use retail for exit liquidity. Okay, but is this a good sign or bad sign? I guess it has its pros and cons here. Let's keep watching.
That shit, I'm telling y'all right now, this is a quick flip. Do it tonight. It's about to go up. You know.
Do it tonight. It's about to go up. Hearing this, it's honestly beautiful, but at the same time, it's kind of scary, guys, because previously, when the markets topped out, Elon Musk came into the scene. You know, all these major public figures were talking about cryptos back in 2021, and it topped out. Back in 2018 too, and it topped out. So this has me a little bit scared, but we'll see.
I think it's about to go up. It's not like I got no insider information. I think it's about to go up. But look.
So he believes it's going to go up, guys. Now, looking purely from the charts, what do the charts tell us? So we can stay ahead. The weekly triple bearish divergence on XRP has been confirmed. On Ethereum, divergences, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but probably soon will be. For Bitcoin, it has been confirmed. Okay, divergences everywhere on the weekly, and we know what happens on this time of a time frame, guys. What happens to price action, right? It explodes in the direction the divergence is telling everyone. And right now, for Bitcoin, it's a triple bearish divergence, or at least a head and shoulder divergence here, right? It's playing out. That's why we're dumping. But check, this is where it gets really scary, guys. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, guys. But on the 2 weekly, do you guys see what I'm seeing? A triple bearish divergence is getting confirmed in 3 days from now. 3 days time frame. That minimum goes below this pivot, or at least near it, minimum. If it's bullish, it'll say it'll go here. If it's like not as strong, it'll go below there, right? If this confirms here soon in 3 days, Bitcoin literally needs to start pumping. It does. The 3 weekly, it gets more scarier by the time frame. The 3 weekly, a triple bearish divergence. This is diabolical, guys. You know why this is so crazy? On the bottoms, right, of Bitcoin bottom, you don't see even one single bullish divergence. You don't even see one. And look what the price did with no bearish divergences, or I mean bullish divergences, during bottoms. You don't see them. Okay, actually there was here. That was a hidden bullish divergence. Okay, but here we're talking about a triple bearish divergence versus one bullish hidden divergence here. If that's what it did to price, I wonder what a triple bearish divergence will do to price. Is Bitcoin about to die? On the monthly, it's even crazier. On the monthly, it hasn't been confirmed, obviously, but if the others start to confirm and play out, the monthly will get triggered. That's a head and shoulder pattern on momentum plus a bearish divergence. Minimum, I think we take that low. Minimum. Yeah, this is super scary, guys. Again, that's only purely from the technical analysis side of things, right? Now, when we go to finance lot, he says, is this a top signal? So these girls are talking about cryptos as well. It seems like everyone these days are talking about crypto, right? Could we be near a top is our question. We're trying to investigate and figure it out and find out. Let's listen.
Need help.
Okay.
Investing. Don't know what to do, what it is, but I need help. I need help.
Okay, so I would recommend, me personally, I have 1.3 million in XRP. So right now it's about $2 and something cents, but the community knows that when I know it will bump up to $10, I'm going to be basically set for life.
So here's the thing. All these people are so bullish on cryptos, and usually the insider, right, the market makers, wrong foot retail, which is you and I, which are them and us. How would you make them sell their XRP? Is to dump it, so they get fearful, right? Especially if they do not know what they're doing. And obviously, if XRP dumps 30-50%, you don't think they're gonna sell. Obviously, they're out with the loss. Then what the market makers will do, they will pump it, so they get left behind and they have to buy higher. But they're not going to buy higher because they're like, well, I bought back then and I had a lot more XRP. Right now, if I buy now, I have so much little. You guys see? And they're going to miss out.
I would highly recommend buying XRP. Why are you crying?
What the hell did you just say?
XRP, it's
I couldn't even understand what X could even stand for.
it doesn't stand for anything. It's just like XRP doesn't stand for anything like explicitly. It's just like
I'm screwed. Crypto men, come this way. Help me.
just put money in XRP and then you're set for life.
This is amazing news, but at the same time, it's super scary, guys. Right? This is what you hear around tops. And the charts are screaming to me, we probably just reached a mini top, a short-term top. And only will reverse from the money printer, is my thinking.
Life.
Put my money in it.
Or just spend it all, whatever you want to do.
Well, will the IRS come after me if I, like, they won't come after me if I do that?
You haven't paid taxes in 2 years, so they're going to come after you anyway.
Not if I had my money in this XPR stuff. Right?
Yeah, you're right. Just do that.
Need help.
Wow, this is crazy, guys. But on the other hand, if this is in comparison to Bitcoin cheerleading, it has only just begun. That is true, right? You know, with Bitcoin, it's even crazier, right? So this could just be a rare thing that we see all these people talk about XRP, because remember, the good thing about all this is that there's a lot of interest in XRP. If you guys haven't noticed, 2 years ago, they wouldn't even mention XRP. They would just be too scared, right? XRP will be considered Voldemort. But here's the catch. This is how we know if we're at the top or not. Hedge funds are shorting the VIX at a rate not seen since 2022. Volatility has vanished. Now hedge funds are betting the calm will last, shorting the volatility index or VIX at rates not seen in 3 years. But such eerie calm and extreme positioning has historically foreshadowed a spike in turbulence and stock losses. A black swan is imminent, by the way. Not yet. I'm going to tell you guys when. Yeah, I think. Not financial advice, I don't know. But you guys see what's happening? We're seeing a lot of people talking about XRP. Very good. Beautiful. Top. Go buy it. Go all in. Right? Here's a difference. With the charts, it is screaming, lower we go. But at any moment, XRP could flip the switch. Is why you shouldn't sell. This isn't financial advice. That moment, I don't know. which is why they tell us to weather the storm. This is a big foreshadowing of what's to come. He's talking about the VIX, which we talked about that before. Going down to the VIX, what does it mention? On the 2 weekly, we're starting to see a 2 weekly bullish divergence form. Okay? It didn't even happen there. And look what that did. Look what that did. We're about to see a form. And he's saying, and Walter Bloomberg is saying, well, Wall Street and hedge funds are shorting this, which is the VIX. They think it's going to go lower at record highs since 2022. Okay. If they're betting that the market will go down, it's probably going to do the opposite, even though they're probably insiders. So yeah, this thing is going to go back spike like that, guys. But that's when you should buy, not sell. You should buy at those points. Let's see what appears. There's a lot of, it's not a bad thing that they're talking about XRP, it's that they're telling the masses about it is the issue, I think. Which has its pros and cons. But we'll see what happens. Let's take it day by day. I don't think with the black swan is right around the corner, but I do think it's near. Not right now though. Not, but you should buy. But anyways, see ya.